Everyone, it's Donna Gray here, your Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. I'm super excited to be crafting with you again this morning. So this is about maybe day 4, day 5 of lockdown. So we're still going, we're still in lockdown, but it's super fun to be here crafting with you again this morning. So my name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. Now, if you don't know what Stampin' Up is, we sell all things to do with paper crafting. Hey, Miss Wari. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Kathy. So I jump on here regularly of a weekend and do a live crafting session. And I just like to hang out with my crafty peeps and have a good, fun, crafty time and show you some of our gorgeous Stampin' Up products that we have available. So at the moment, we have a mini catalogue available. So the mini catalogue is commonly known as our holiday catalogue. We also have celebration happening for August and September. So that means it's a great time to buy. It's a great time to join Stampin' Up. So for every $90 that you spend, you can earn a free item with Stampin' Up during August and September. Hello, good morning. I can see some of you jumping on. So good morning, everyone. So I've got a couple of things that I'm going to do this morning. I just pulled out a couple of bundles and thought I'll have a bit of a play around. I have been going live every day just to keep myself sane during this lockdown period. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we may be able to come out of lockdown on early hours Tuesday morning. So if everything is going well, we haven't got any known cases other than the man that came up from Sydney and his son that is in hospital at the moment. So hopefully we're not going to have any cases due to them being in our community when they shouldn't have been. So welcome everybody. So when you jump on, please say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Make sure you share this video back onto your social media sites. Now I will be choosing some winners for my live crafting session in my next session. So the way that you can be nominated to be in the prize draw is to live in Australia for one thing, because I'm only allowed to give away prizes to people that live in Australia. So you need to tell me that you live in Australia and that you've shared the video. And also if you purchase anything online from me, you will also go into the draw. So I'm going to do a giveaway the next time I go live. So make sure you share the video, make sure you type in the comments that you've shared and what state you live in. And that way I can see who's eligible to be in the prize draw. Okay, so I haven't done any giveaways for a long time, and I think it's about time I got back into doing my giveaways. All right, so as I said, during celebration, for every $90 that you spend, you can earn a free item. And for every $180 you spend, you can either earn a level 2 item or a 2 level 1 items. So we have this cute little celebration catalogue. So this little celebration catalogue is what you get as the free items. But I also want to let you know that you can actually earn free items even if you're purchasing out of our annual catalogue that has been live since May. So any purchases, if it's out of the mini catalogue, out of the annual catalogue, any purchases that you make, if you purchase a $90 amount before postage, you are eligible to get a free item. All right, so let's get to crafting, because I'm sure that's all you want to see. Okay, so as you can see, the mini catalogue and our celebration catalogue. So in this celebration catalogue, there's free items: glimmer paper, gorgeous designer series paper, beautiful black and white paper that you can color, gorgeous stamp sets, absolutely beautiful paper again, stamps and dies. So that's an awesome way. Stamps, more dies that match stamp sets in our annual catalogue, gorgeous stamps. I'm telling you, the Delicate Dahlias is absolutely stunning. And if you place an order and your order goes above $500, you can get this stamp set here in your words free, and it's got lots and lots of sentiments and things. So that can happen just on your own personal order, or if you wanted to host a party, an online party, I'm happy to do that for you, between yourself and some friends, and we can get together via Zoom or via Facebook Live, and you can get together, and if your total sales go above $500, you will be able to earn this free stamp set. All right, so let's get to crafting. So I've pulled out a couple of bundles this morning, and I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do. I've pulled out the Sparkle of the Season bundle. I've also pulled out the Encircled in Warmth bundle. Sorry, it's a stamp set, but it matches our Encircled in Friendship stamp set. And I've also pulled out this cute bundle as well. The stars are shining with the cute star punch, because I had a bit of an idea with this one of incorporating some of the stars with it as well. So so we'll just see how we go. I'm just going to wing it at the moment and just see what I come up with, because that's what I do. So as I said, any of these items can be purchased through my online store, and you will be able to, after I've finished the video, I will put up a supply list, and that will be in the information of the video on Facebook, or it will be in the show more box down below on YouTube. So, so if you're looking to purchase any of the products, they will be itemized there. They will have a link, and if you click on the link, you will be able to go straight to that product in my online store to purchase any of the stamp sets. So this is a gorgeous embossing folder too, so I wanted to play around with that as well. Okay, so the Sparkle of the Season stamp set has this gorgeous set of dies. So this is one of the dies that I wanted to use, so that's where I wanted to incorporate it with the stars set. But you can see here, gorgeous dies to be able to use with this stunning stamp set. So let's get to crafting. So my thoughts were, I wanted to cut out this gorgeous star wreath here out of our silver foil. So that was my first thing I thought I would do. So I'm just going to bring in my mini cut and emboss, and we'll cut that one out, and we'll go from there. Am I going to do the mini cut and emboss? Oh yeah, there's the other plate there. Okay. So I'm just going to pop that on there, and it will just fit on that scrap piece of the silver foil that I had. So this silver foil is also in our new mini catalogue, and you get 3 different foils. You get a dark one, which is our brushed foil. You get a matte foil, and you get a shiny foil. So, all right. Now, let's grab that. And I'm just going to use my pokey tool to get that up off there. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. How cute is this? And poke out those pieces. Okay, let's get that out of the way. So sometimes I just start at one thing. So the thing was here, I was like, I want to use that. So I'm going to start at that. I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to go from there of where I'm going to go to next. Okay. So this is really, really cute. I think this is going to be great for, say, birthday cards and things, but how cute is that one? All right. So the next thing what I want to do is I want to use that stamp set, which I had it out. I'm going to stamp these stars, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp them on, I think, Night of Navy, but I'm going to use heat embossing. All right, so I'm going to mount that up onto a block. I'm going to grab a piece of Night of Navy. Bear with me, I'm just going to grab, hopefully, my silver embossing, powder. Do I have silver here somewhere? Let me see. Silver, yeah. And my embossing buddy must be here somewhere. So I'm going to use Versamark with the silver embossing. And my little embossing buddy, I had it out yesterday. I might have to use a new one. When we were going out of the embossing buddies, I actually saved up and bought a couple because I was like, oh, I can't not use an embossing buddy yet. I've had it. Oh, there it is. There's my old one. Look at my old one. I've had this ever since I started crafting. And it's still, so this is how they come when they're new. And it's still really good and it's still usable. So you know what? I can put that new one back away. All right, so I'm going to use the embossing buddy, and the reason that I'm using the embossing buddy is to make sure that there's no static on my piece of cardstock, because I don't want any of my silver embossing powder to stick to the card where I don't want it to. So then I'm using the Versamark ink, and as you can see, I'm inking up with my stamp upside down, so I can see that I've definitely got it inked really well, and then I'm going to stamp that down. So our Versamark is a clear watermark sticky ink, and as you can see, you can just see it there. And then what happens is when you pop the powder over the top, I'm just going to pop a scrap piece of paper underneath. When you pop the powder over the top, it sticks to where you have stamped with the Versamark. Okay, so can you see there? Okay, so we've got that part done. And then what you do is you use your heat tool. So there's many of you out there that probably already know how to heat emboss, but there's probably some people that have never done it. So I just wanted to explain exactly how you do it for those people that don't know how. Okay, so then you use a heat tool, which I have my heat tool here and plugged in. So this is our Stampin' Up! Heat tool. And we have two heat settings. So we have a low setting and a high setting. So I'm going to turn it to the high setting. I'm going to get it to heat up. Now, these are fairly hot, these heat tools. So be very, very careful that you don't burn yourself. Now, how I heat emboss, I like to heat emboss from underneath my card. Now, the reason that I heat emboss underneath my card, it will warp your card. So because it actually warps your card, you'll find that it will warp and curl under if you heat from underneath. If you heat on top, can you see how it's curling my card? So if you heat from on top, it will curl it up the opposite way. Now, when you watch this, can you see the magic of this? Look at that. How magical is that? Watching it turn that gorgeous silver. So with heat embossing, making sure that it goes bubbly and then it will start to go smooth. When it starts to go smooth, you've done it enough. If you overheat your embossing, it will start to go a really matte, horrible color and you will have burnt your embossing. Okay, so there we have our gorgeous stars all embossed, ready to go. Now, hopefully I've done this, then I'm going to be able to cut these out. The embossing buddy is a buddy for sure, says Janice. Exactly. All right, so let me see. Where does it go? I'm positive this cuts it out. I'm going to cut it. Oh, I'm scared about how I'm going to cut it. That one and that one. So they're like that. Okay. I'm going to cut it this way. Hopefully I'll cut it the right way. I'm positive these cut out with this. Let me see. The bigger one there. Yeah, that's how they cut out. Do they? Oh, wow. There we have it. Look at that. I knew I was going to get it sooner or later. Okay, so that's going to cut out all of those stars. Bam. And we have all of those stars ready to go. Okay. How cute are they? All right, so what I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to do a nice white card base. So I'm going to bring in my basic white. I'm also going to do probably a layer of the Night of Navy, which I'm going to cut with my paper trimmer. Okay, so what can we do here? How much have we got? We can do, okay, so we might do 3 inches by 4 inches, I think. By 4 inches. Then we might grab a piece of Whisper White and do that just 1/8 of an inch smaller. And that will then layer up on our Night of Navy piece, which looks good. Okay. Okay. Now, we have this cute little star here. So I'm actually going to use that. And I'm actually going to do some Versamark on this. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy again. I'm going to use my Versamark again. Now, the thing is with this one, to make sure that we don't press down too hard, because we want to be able to not get a ring around it. So I'm just randomly stamping some stars. Let me see. It's a bit hard to see in this light. I think that might do. Okay, so then I'm going to grab my silver embossing again, my embossing powder. Pop it onto my sheet of paper. Sprinkle with silver. Okay. So that looks good. And I think I'm going to stamp Be Merry and Bright on this piece of white that we have left over. Okay, so there. So same thing again, embossing buddy, using our pierce mat. And our scrap piece of paper, Versamark ink, and we'll stamp just down there. Thanks for sharing, Clay Fan. All right, silver embossing powder again. And oops. And I smudged that one, so let's go again with that. See, we can fix it. Okay. I forgot about that one that I had sitting there. All right, so we've got those two to heat up. because I changed my mind what I was going to do with the sentiment. I've decided that I was going to emboss that one as well. All right, so grab our heat tool again, put it on high heat, and emboss from underneath. Hey, Janice from Victoria, how are you going? So as I said, to be in the chance for being one of the lucky giveaways, make sure that you turn up for my stamping edition tomorrow, and I will pick a winner tonight. So you've got to type in the comments, you've got to share it back onto your social media sites and type into the comments that you've shared and what state you're from in Australia, and you'll be in the running to maybe be one of the lucky prize drawers. I've got some goodies I'd like to give away. We all love something for free, don't we? All right. And make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that like button. Okay. So we've got all of our stars done. Yep. Gorgeous. All right. So let's start putting this together. Now, I think another thing that I could add to this, which would look really, really cute, is this gorgeous ribbon here. So this ribbon is in I think it's called the Peaceful Cabin, but gorgeous ribbon. All right. Now, because my paper trimmer blade is a little bit blunt, I've got a few wispies there, so I'm just going to file them away so that we don't have that happening on our card. Okay, so that one there, I'm going to layer up onto the Night of Navy piece. Okay. All right, and I'm going to layer that onto that Night of Navy piece. And make sure I press it down because it's been heat embossed. Heat embossing does actually warp your cardstock a little bit, but make sure that you glue it really well onto that other piece and it will stay nice and flat for you, as you can see. All right, so let's fold this in half. This is our card base. We're going to fold that in half and use our bone folder to crease it. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is I need to add a little bit of oomph in behind here. So I'm actually going to ink this up with Night of Navy, and I'm going to add a few stars in behind. I'm just going to ink that up and maybe pop some up there. And ink it up and maybe pop some just down there. Like that. All right, so you can see this is starting to come together. That we've got this gorgeous piece here, and we've got some beautiful stars that we can arrange around on our card. Okay. Where's my take a pick tool? There it is. That little one. And that one. And of course, you know me, we definitely need, I'm going to pop my sentiment down through here so you can see it's coming together really, really cute. All right, I'm going to grab my little trimmer so I can trim that down. Okay, so let's pop it in there. Let's see if we can trim that down. Actually, I need to trim it off this way first. Now we'll trim it down. I feel a bit more in control when I have a smaller piece up through the center here to trim. And we could trim a little bit more. That's it. Okay. I could actually trim a smidge just off the bottom of it too. Just a smidge. That's better. Okay, look at that. Thank you, Helen, for sharing and liking the video. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so I think I'm going to be able to pop this together now. So I've just cut that at an angle. And I definitely need that ribbon. So I'm going to close the ink pad up so I don't get that all over me. All right, so let's grab this piece here and we'll pop the ribbon around. There and across and there. Like that. And it could help if I got it straight. Do this one. That looks a bit better. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my silicone mat and my little sponge so I can add some glue onto the back of this cute piece here. So all I do is I pop up in the corner a blob of glue, grab my sponge just in a office clip, spread the glue out a little bit, and then just pop it onto the back of my die cut. Making sure you don't move your die cut while you're doing that so that you're not getting glue on the front. Then I'm just going to pop that right there, just like that. And you can see no gluey fingers, super, super easy to do. And you get glue where you need it to be. All right, so I'm going to actually pop that just up there. And I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of that. I'm just going to use my little minis because the big dimensionals probably would fit on it, but I feel like the minis are going to do a lot better. And I'm not going to put any dimensionals on the end part because I want that to protrude a bit over the edge of this layer. Hey, Priscilla, how you going? I'm in lockdown too, Priscilla. So you're not alone in that one. All right. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to have it that it overhangs the end because I think that's going to look really, really good on there. All right. We're going to pop some dimensionals on the back of that one. Hey, Val, how you going? Welcome. Hey, Glenda, how you going? All right, so I'm just going to pop that one just over there. I'm actually going to do it over to the side a little bit because I've got that overhang happening. I've just popped it over to the side a bit, and I've got a dimensional backing there that doesn't need to be there. How did that get there? All right, so now we're going to pop these gorgeous stars around. So I'm going to pop a dimensional on the back of that one. Pop it there. Of course, we're going to add dimensionals to all of these because it's going to make it look so much prettier. And that one can go there. But you can see that this is a pretty easy, the well, when you can work out how to cut the stars out. Hey, Robin, how are you going? When you can work out how to cut the stars out, it's not too hard. I made it look a lot more difficult than what it had to be. I'm going to use some mini ones on that. But it was actually my first time using the punch with the stamped stars. I have used the punch before, but not with the stamped ones. Okay, that one, a little mini on it. But you can see here, the stars just make it. And it's really striking to have a really cute navy and silver. They seem to be my go-to colors for crafting when it comes to Christmas crafting. I absolutely love the Night of Navy and the silver embossing. So let's get this little tiny one and we'll stick it on a glue dot. Oh, and I stuck him the wrong way, but he can just be plain navy. I stuck it the wrong way on the glue dot, but anyway. All right, so I think I'm probably going to do a bow down in that bottom corner just to make it look super pretty, because I can. Great colors, you agree, Val? Yeah, I like that. And the cherry cobbler and gold. I like cherry cobbler and gold. I like Night of Navy and silver. I also like our Blackberry Bliss and gold. I think looks really, really cute. Okay, so let's grab a glue dot for that bow. And we'll pop the bow just down there. All right. And then just for the insert of the card, I'm just going to grab a piece of basic white for the insert. And for the insert, I think I'm just going to do, I'm going to huff on these and do some stars. Okay, so just like that. Okay, and then what sentiment do we have in here? May the sparkle of the season warm your heart and home. I think that sounds really, really nice. So that one there. So you can see there, I didn't re-ink with the stars. I just huffed on it to moisten the stamp again and just stamped down with what was left over on that. Just going to go through now with my Night of Navy and I'm going to ink up that sentiment. And we will just pop that there like that. And then that can go on the insert of our card. So simple, but yet a really nice look. Navy and silver are your Christmas colors, Vicky? Yeah. Okay. All right. So there you have it. Super, super cute card. And we could probably finish it off with a bit of bling just to make it look extra special. And I'll grab my take your pick tool and we'll just pop a few of these little rhinestones around just to add a little tiny bit more sparkle to it. What do you think? Cute? Blackberry Bliss and gold is so yummy, Karen. Yeah, I know. Beautiful. All right. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit and we'll move on to my next idea. So I'm just going to grab, I'm going to clean my stamps off and pop them away so I don't end up in a big, huge mess. And I don't want to lose that little tiny star that we have there. And that one. All right. So I'll pop those ones away. That one, little star in there. Be Merry and Bright comes from in there. And that one comes from in there. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next one. What have I got? This one here. Okay. So this one I think is encircled in warmth, is gorgeous with the beautiful doily dies in the encircled in friendship. Now, encircled in friendship was one of my Stamps Club classes, and these dies are stunning, absolutely stunning. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to cut a few things out with the dies and see how we go. I think I'm going to do that one. Might do that and that. No, that one just cuts out one on its own. That one and that one. Okay, so that one and that one go together. This one cuts out on its own. This is going to cut a circle out in the center. Okay, so let's do a really nice, cute card. So I'm going to start off with, I'm thinking basic grey as my base. No, I'm going to do wistful. I'm going to do basic white as my base, but I'm going to use basic grey as a layer on my card. So basic white and this one here. Okay, so card base, basic white. Fold it in half. This one here, I'm going to cut as a layer, and I do have some designer series paper here, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to do a layer in my basic grey. Okay, like that. I'm going to do this gorgeous paper, which is out of, and it's one that I used yesterday. It's out of the Peaceful Place designer series paper. So it's the one with the cabin and the trees, which is really, really cute. So I'm going to do that a little bit smaller, like that. And that. Okay, I really need to get a new blade for this trimmer. But for the sake of the video this morning, we're just going to ignore the fact that that's happening. Or we won't ignore it. We'll just use my emery board. And there. And I know what I'm going to do as soon as I get off here. You think the big star would look better on the other side of the card, still at the top, that other side. Yeah, maybe. All right. So we will, which catalogue is encircled in friendship? Kelly, it's in the annual catalogue. Yeah, in the big one. Good morning, Jackie. How are you going? Yes, we're all well here. I hope you're doing all right over there. All right, so we've got that. Now I want to cut some gorgeous pieces out. So let's try this one, maybe in the silver foil. So I'm going to use that brushed foil again. And I'll just bring in the cut and emboss. So I think I'm going to do that one. I think I'm going to do it in white as well, and then maybe some more silver. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so I'll just move that aside. I'll bring in the cut and emboss. Okay, so we'll cut this one out first. That one. I'm going to cut it that way. All right. Oh, okay. You've got your 8-year-old granddaughter there. Oh, you got a flu from her. Okay, so we've got that gorgeous foiled doily. Okay, so the next one I want to cut out is a white one. So what other ones have I got? I think I'm going to cut out this one and this one. So let's see whether this will work. I'm going to pop that down. I'm going to pop that around there like that. And we're going to pop my white card over the top. Is it going to fit? Yes, it is. And pop that down on there and run it through. I just moved it. Okay. Like that. Now I'm going to run this one through a few times because it's a fairly detailed die. So I'm just going to run it backwards and forwards a few times to make sure that it cuts out really well. Now, anything with intricate dies, okay, Janet's got it there on page 70 in the annual catalogue. So anything with intricate dies are always cut with the die, with the cutting blades cutting upwards to be able to make sure that it cuts out really, really well. Now, this one actually cuts out. I'm going to use, do I have my die brush there? I don't think I do. No. Okay. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. All right. Now, we've got this little one. I'm wondering whether I don't think I have enough silver foil there to do that. I don't. But I could actually cut it out of in the middle of that. I'm going to do that. Just to save a bit of foil, I'm going to cut it out of the middle of that one. All right, so we're going to do that. I'm going to pop a little bit of, do I have a little bit of washi? No, I'm just going to hope for the best that it doesn't move. Okay, so let's just pop it down there, put the plate on, and hope for the best that it didn't move. Okay. All right, so now we're going to have that, and we're also going to have this. How beautiful is that? All right, these layers are going to look so nice together. Okay, so we've got that one. So we can layer that one, and that one. Gorgeous. And we still have that. Oh, yes. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right. And we're going to pick a sentiment out of this one to go in the middle. I'm thinking, let me see. I'm going to pop this over the top to see what's going to fit. Oh, that one is going to fit. And it says, what does it say? Warm Christmas wishes. Do we want to do warm Christmas wishes, or do we want to do this one down here? Joyful season. Okay, type into the comments which one you want to do while I stick my stickers on. Do we want to do warm Christmas wishes, or do we want to do joyful season? Because we can fit either one on. I think it's going to fit on that white circle. So let me know, which one do you think we should use? Okay, just going to grab a block. So if you haven't seen how you can put your stickers on your stamps really easy, you just do this. Okay, grab the actual stamp itself. Okay. And, well, this one's not going to be real easy, is it? Well, I'm actually going to sit it like that so I can see where it's going to go. I wouldn't normally do that. I would normally have stamped it up the other way. But the circle one is a little bit hard to do that. All right, let's try this one. This one will be easier to show you because it's actually got a definite way that it can go. The warm, Chrissy wishes. Okay. Let's do that into there. Whoa. Like that. Hey, Susan, you just woke up. That would be nice. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And it can only go that way. Is that correct? Yes. Yes. It can only go that way. All right. So, seeing as I've got my heat tool out, we may as well heat it, boss, because that's going to make this look even better. Maybe it's a white and silver morning this morning. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in there and I'm going to put my sticker sheet in there so I don't lose it. All right. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab my scrap piece of paper that I had. I'm also going to grab my Versamark ink and my embossing buddy. Okay, let's ink up this. If I'm sending out, yes, cards decorate the envelope, yes. Okay, so making sure that I've got that right over the top, that we're going to get it all on that circle. You're loving, Anne, you're loving my daily card making in lockdown. Silver on there. I must admit, my brother rang me and checked on me to see how I was going in lockdown. And I said, really? My day's not really any different, just that I'm crafting more. And that I don't physically have to really get dressed up at all because no one's seeing me. Although I did get dressed up today. I've got the jeans on today and the good shirt on today, seeing I was doing a video. But, you know, you can leave the track pants on when you're in lockdown. One of the beauties of lockdown. Okay, so let's get that heat tool again. You didn't know how I was going to pull it together, Robin. Hey, Rose, I didn't see that you're on there. Good morning. Hey, Lynn, good morning. Hi, Linda. Deborah's liking lockdown. Well, lockdown with crafting. We are fortunate to at least have that. I'm trying not to burn my fingers here. And yes, many people have said you need tweezers. I don't work with tweezers. Okay, so there we have it. Warm Christmas wishes. How beautiful is that? Let's find that card base. Oh, stunning. Okay, So what I want to do on this, I'm going to use that gorgeous ribbon. I'm going to use a different ribbon as well. We have this beautiful ribbon here. So I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to pop this gorgeous ribbon underneath here like this in the middle. So I'm going to grab my Seal Plus, go there and there. We'll pop that one eyeballing in the middle about there and straight down. That's not the middle. Go over a little bit. That looks a bit more like the middle, but it's still probably not quite the middle, but it will do. Near enough is good enough. Okay. Now, this one here, we're just going to pop a little bit of glue on that. I'm going to need a different silicone mat because that one's got glue all over it. Let's grab another one. Grab a clean one. Okay. So we'll do our glue trick again. So I'm just going to pop some glue in the corner. Jacqueline says she uses a board with tin foil over it and 2 bull clips on it to hold the card you're embossing. Oh, that sounds good. What a great idea. I'm going to pop your comment up there. Can I do that? Oh, no, it's not going to allow me to do that. No, I can't. In the way I'm streaming at the moment, I can't pop your comment up there. But what a great idea. So Jacqueline said that she uses a board with tin foil over it and 2 bull clips on it, and you hold the card that she's embossing. Great tool that her husband made her. Better not speak too loud, Jacqueline. He might end up getting a job for everybody, making an embossing folder for everyone. An embossing plate. All right, so I'm just going to glue that directly straight down. Oh, no. Oh, I was going to do something else. This ribbon here. I'm going to do something else. I nearly forgot. Okay, so I want to do this bit of ribbon here. So side by side. That one. I nearly forgot. How could I? And another one down beside that side. Look at that. Oh, that needs to be closer. Like that. That was my plan. Now I can glue that down. Nearly messed up. He already did all of your ladies one. I was going to say he might get a job, Jacqueline. All right. Okay, so we've got that one. I've then got this one here. So I'm going to, same thing here, using my glue. Just make sure that I'm not popping it into a gluey mess there. So I'll add a little bit more glue. Robin, she's changed her mind where she's where she said to put the star. That's okay, Robin. You can have an opinion. That's totally okay. Okay, so that one. I'm then going to try and straddle the peaky bits in that silver. The silver's still going to peek out behind, so you can still see that. Okay. This one here, I feel like I'm going to pop it up onto some dimensionals. Where did I put my dimensionals? There's my mini ones. Where did I put my other ones? Right there. Where they should be. Okay, so that, and that. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at Kivon's. Is it Kivon? Looking at your comments, saying that she hates to say it, I never thought I would, but I do wish I was in lockdown. People here seem to have lost all common sense. I mean, you in this day and age and with this virus, you really, really have to be careful. You really, really have to do the right thing. And yes, sad to say, a lot of people aren't doing the right thing. So true. All right, so I'm going to pop some dimensionals on that one as well. And pop that in the middle. Beautiful. Okay, and then on our white card base, I'm just going to glue that directly straight down onto the card base because we've put a fair bit of dimension in all of those doilies. Card's looking fantastic so far. The dies are the star of the show, I'm telling you. Definitely the star of the show. Okay, so we have that. Now, am I going to do a bow with this ribbon? Let me see. I may not. It may be way too big and bulky. I may just use the white organdy ribbon. We'll see. I might have to get you to vote on this one. Okay. Do we do the large grey one? Okay, so I'll sit that there. Do we do the large grey one? So this is our, it's our textured ribbon. It is, yeah, smoky slate. So do we do that one or do we do one of these white ones? The only thing missing is my name and address on the envelope with the card in it, chat. You make me laugh. So do we do the smoky slate bow or, oh, I'm loving the smoky slate bow, to tell you the truth. What do you think? Smoky slate bow or the white organdy ribbon? I think the smoky slate bow, large grey. So Glenda says large grey. Kelly says smoky slate. Large grey looks better. Okay, smoky slate it is. We could probably, oh, what do you think? Is it too much? Too much with the two of them together? All right, so I'm going to pop the smoky slate one on for a start. Too much, Clay fan? Too much? All right, I'll calm down a bit. Okay, yeah, that one's really nice. And what I'm actually going to do is, I think I'm going to use a few glue dots in behind that so that we can get it to sit nice and flat. So I'm going to pop a glue dot there. I'm also going to pop a glue dot on that loop and the other one. And I'm also going to pop them on the tails. So that one and that one. Now, the reason that I'm going to do that is to make sure that this bow sits where I want it to sit. So I want it to sit there. I want the two loops to sit out there. And I want that tail to sit there and that tail to sit there. Okay, what do you think? Halloween mesh ribbon probably would look quite nice, yes. I agree. All right, now, what can I do inside this card to look really cute? We need something inside it. Okay, so let's do that. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I might actually what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Okay, warm Christmas wishes to you. Wishing you love, joy, and happiness this coming year. I'm going to do that sentiment inside. Sorry, I've got to stick another sticker on. There. All right. That one and that one. So I feel because it's such a glamorous card, I feel like we need to emboss this inside as well. Because you can't do silver embossing out on the front and then not do it on the inside. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do Versamark. I did hit it with that. I think I did. Okay. That. That. All right. It looks like a rolling pin, Linda. That's a bit, doesn't it? All right. So pop the lid on that. Grab my heat tool again. That's okay, Nyoka. Yep. You take the sticker off, stick the sticker onto your clear block, and then turn it over and just turn your stamp over like you're going to stamp down onto the stamp. So much easier. Oh, Janet said it looked like a rolling pin. Okay, so there we have it. All right, I might actually just layer that up onto a piece of basic grey, which I should have some basic grey left here. There it is. For the insert, just to make it sit nice and flat. See, we've done heat embossing. There. Yeah, like that. Okay. Get that emery board out again. You all know what I'm going to do. You love to hear me talk, Donna? Really? Do you think I have an accent? Do you think I have an Aussie accent? Okay, so I'm going to use my Seal Plus on this because it's been heat embossed. I want it to stick really, really well onto this layer and stick nice and flat. Now, when you're trying to line up, when you've got your Seal Plus, when you're trying to line up, sit it and hover it over the top and get a nice even look all over the top with your fingers underneath. Then press it straight down, okay? And that way you will get a really nice even look. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I love your accent, ma'am. Whereabouts are you from, Donna? Okay. We'll just pop that on the insert there. Like that. And then, of course, we definitely need a bit of bling on the front for sure to make that just sparkle and shine. So I'm just going to bring in my cute rhinestones again. My rhinestones are my go-to bling. Whoop, there. And there. Might put another couple just around as well. What do you think? Cute? And as I said, gorgeous when paired with those beautiful doily dies. And the beauty of the doily dies is you can just keep layering them up, just keep layering them up and getting a gorgeous look by adding those layers in. All right. Well, you know what? That is all I'm up to this morning. I've been crafting every day and bringing you videos every day. So I hope you have enjoyed that this morning. And I will probably jump on again tomorrow and do a little bit more crafting again tomorrow. So as I said, anything that I have used today can be purchased through my online store, and you just need to look in the show more box down below and you will see the link, or if you're on Facebook, you'll see in the description of this video. I will pop up some more links of supplies that I have used today. So I would really, really appreciate it if you wanted to shop through my online store. It helps me bring you these videos, and also make sure that you shop using my host code. When you go over to my website, stampinwithdonnag.com, you will see the host code in the sidebar when you go to shop. Please make sure you add that host code to your orders, so that that helps me bring you free gifts that I will be giving away. So make sure you check me out tomorrow morning at 9:30. I'll be going live again and doing some more lockdown crafting. So thank you everyone for spending a bit of your time of your day with me crafting today. I hope you've really enjoyed it. Once again, my name's Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. We have some celebration specials happening at the moment. For every $90 you spend, you get a free item, get to choose a free item. And we also have a joining special that for you get to choose $235 worth of product. You only pay $169 and you get a free bundle on top of that, a free bundle out of a selected list of bundles. So it's a great time to actually join and be a part of a crafty community. So if you live in Australia, I'd love to invite you to be a part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. We're an awesome bunch of girls all over Australia. It doesn't matter where you live in Australia. And my job as your team leader is to inspire you and to get your creative juices flowing and get you into the craft room and using your products. And it's really good to be a part of a team like that, because you actually get some guidance with your crafting and guidance with your purchasing to make sure that you're purchasing the right things and being a part of a crafty community all around Australia. All right. So thank you, everyone. And until tomorrow, have a great day, and I will see you all